Imagine you are one of the 20 best motorsport drivers in the world. You drive over 150 miles per hour and you are racing nearly every weekend from March through December. This is what it would be like to be a Formula One race car driver. I have been watching Formula One for about a year and a half now, and I watched the docuseries on Netflix called Drive to Survive. I love learning about the cars and the history of the sport. I want to share the things that I have learned over the last year and a half and grow your knowledge on what Formula One is. The things I plan on talking about are the basics of Formula One, the history of Formula One, and the technology that goes into it. For those of you who may not know what Formula One is, I will start by covering the basics. There are 10 teams with 2 drivers per team. These drivers and teams include Max Verstappen and Liam Lawson, who drive for Red Bull, George Russell and Kimi Antonelli, who drive for Mercedes, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, who drive for McLaren, Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton, who drive for Ferrari, Yuki Tsunoda and Isaac Hadjar, who drive for Visa Cash App Racing Bulls, Carlos Sainz and Alex Albon, who drive for Williams, Pierre Gasly and Jack Doohan, who drive for Alpine, Esteban Ocon and Ali Behrman, who drive for Haas, Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll, who drive for Aston Martin, Nico Hulkenberg and Gabriel Bortoleto, who drive for Kick Sauber. These 20 drivers have a schedule that goes from the middle of March to about the beginning of December with 25 races. These are each of the 25 circuits in the 2025 season, all ranging from their shapes, how the length of them, and how many laps they race per race. But where did this all start? The history of Formula One goes back to 1950, where the first championship was held. It started with 6 races, 10 teams, and 21 drivers. Over the years, there have been some pivotal drivers such as Ayrton Senna, who is known for his amazing driving and his passion for the sport. He could control the car in any condition, even rain, which is difficult for some drivers. He has been celebrating long after his tragic death, which happened during a race in 1994. Niki Lauda is another driver who is still talked about. In 1975, Lauda crashed his car off the track and it burst into flames. Fellow drivers helped rescue him from his car, and he suffered severe burns to his face and lungs. 6 weeks after his recovery, he came back to racing to then finish second in the World Championship. He is known for his leadership and his resilience. Lewis Hamilton is another big name in Formula One. He is the first Black Formula One driver and is tied as the driver who holds the most championship wins, being 7 in a row. He holds the record for most Grand Prix wins, and after being with Mercedes for nearly 13 years, he signed a 2-year contract with Ferrari starting in the 2025 season. But the drivers are not the only thing that has changed over the years. The technology around Formula One has changed as well. The cars are full of technology that makes them go faster but still be lighter. The cars themselves are made of carbon fiber, which makes them lighter and go faster. Another thing that makes them go faster is this is their rear wing. And in their rear wing, there are flaps, almost like the siding of a house. Now, they have something called DRS, which is drag reduction system. This, if they are on a straight and they are under 1 second away from the person in front of them, they can enable their DRS, which opens the flaps and the air flows through them so that they can go faster because it's less plastic that the air has to pull through. Another thing that costs time in the race is pit stops. The fastest pit stop that has been recorded is 1 minute and 82 seconds by Red Bull for changing all 4 tires. A typical pit stop is between 2 to 3 seconds long, and if one person messes up, it could cost the whole race, and the driver could go from first to last. So, to wrap up what we've talked about today, there are 10 teams with 20 drivers in 25 different races. The sport has been around since 1950 and has produced some historical drivers. And the technology of the car and the pit stops can make or break the results of the race. I hope to have given you new information about what Formula One is and how it came to be and what goes into the car for the race. Whether you find the speed fascinating, you enjoy the tech behind it, or you want to get to know the personalities behind the wheel, Formula One will never leave you bored.